What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trucking Name Jay checking in, checking in. Hope you guys can hear me good, see me good. Let me know if you can or can't. We're gonna come in. We're gonna talk about some things tonight. Talk about some things. What's going on, Firestarter? I see you. Corey, I see you. Alright, I got this right here for the comments. What's good, big bro? What's going on, Carlos? I see you. Huh? Yeah, what's up, man? Alright, tell him, yeah, tell him I just started a live feed. Tell him give me like 30 minutes. I'll be down there. Alright. My bad, y'all. You gonna say what's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
I just found out one of my family stay close to me, so let me see. What's going on? Yeah, the new spot, man. Hey, man, we blessed, man. We blessed. We blessed, man. We very, very blessed. That's all I can say about that, man. For the last couple of months, I've been talking to y'all about restarting my life, and you know this is part of the steps, part of the journey. So, here she come.
I need a woman.
Ooh, she praying. Ooh, baby. Got my second born in there. Come on, baby. What you doing? Yeah, look, y'all see what? There she go. Woo! Yeah, got my baby in there, baking in the oven. Go on somewhere, boy. Yeah, man. We just What's up, No Hippie? I see you. Work pays off. Might be going to VL. Okay, all I can say is big thank you. No doubt, Firestarter. It ain't no clickbait, man. It ain't no clickbait. Okay. First of all, can y'all hear me clearly? Just want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know y'all can hear me clearly. Yo, please tell me VL got more trucks left to lease. I do believe they do. I do believe. Okay, y'all can hear me clearly. Okay. All right, man. I want to do this video because this is a very delicate situation that I'm about to speak on. And I genuinely just don't want to. I don't want to. Once upon a time, I used to look forward to drama and back and forth and just, you know, that type of content. This isn't that, you know. The best way that I can talk about, boy, if you don't go somewhere, dancing in the background. It's hard. This one I'll never go live from the house. But the best way that I can talk about this is to solely keep it based on me. Okay. And by keeping it on me, I can focus on what I believe the real issues were, and I can focus on, I can better educate and give examples of why, you know, this and that. Okay, so let's start off. Let's go back. Before VL Trucking, I was just my trucking career was just really all over the place. You know, I really had no idea on what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. I just was kind of just going through the motions. You know, turn that down, please.
Go in your room, Jay.
Yeah, go in your room, man. I'm paying all this money a month for you to have your own room, and you're gonna sit right beside me while I'm doing a live feed. Go in your room, please. Thank you. Um, and I really just didn't have no. I didn't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And there was an opportunity. Close your door. There was an opportunity that was presented to me. Um, and at the time, that opportunity seemed like the best thing for me to do. Um, because again, I didn't have anything going for me. I was kind of drowning, waiting to be saved, drowning, waiting for somebody to throw me a life raft. And at that time, like I said, that opportunity that was presented to me just seemed like the greatest thing in the world. However, and big shout out to my man Lloyd. Lloyd, he be out here. I think his name up here is Bounty Boy 8. He reached out to me in about, I think it was like May or June, and he sent me an email, and he said, "Hey, bro," he said, I don't want to infringe. I don't want to, I'm not one of these weirdo ass dudes that be out here, but I got a good situation going over here at this company called VL Trucking, and I don't know what your plans are. I don't know what it is that you're looking to do, but this may fit you. You know what I'm saying? This may be a good opportunity for you as well. And at the time, it's still when the pandemic was probably at the heaviest. They were offering the salary for company drivers, $1,600 a week, no matter what. And he was like, he sent me a couple settlements. He was like, yo, you should look into it. And I looked into it. And applied, flew out, and I started with this company that is VL Trucking. Started with this company, and mind you, the other opportunity, it was still there. You know what I mean? But the goal then was to not stay here for a long period of time. The goal was to come here for 1, maybe 2 months, make a couple of dollars, and then go to the other opportunity that had already been presented to me, and that was still very much on the table. And then I came to VL Trucking, man, and things changed. And things changed very quickly. Things changed because for the first time in a long time, I was making consistent good money. And I just was, I was like doing something based off of my own decision making. A lot of you guys have followed me for a very long time, and I appreciate you. So you have watched me make decisions solely based off of what other YouTubers have said, or other people in my life have said, without any research, without any formulating any opinion of my own. I've come up here and vouched for other people's philosophies and just mindsets, just because I was just, I don't know. Maybe I was a beta male. Maybe I don't know. I was just growing. You know what I mean? I didn't have a lot going for myself. So I did what a lot of us do when we don't have a lot going. We just try to cling to people who look like they have their shit together. And we just try to stay connected to them, and hopefully that they will, save us, and eventually you get tired of that. Eventually as a man, you just want to get to a point where you're capable of taking care of yourself. You're capable of making your own decisions. And I think going to VL Trucking, it reactivated that. I talked up here, I want to say like a month ago, about how, when my wife got pregnant again, it kind of reactivated my provider role, and it just brought out some things that maybe had been asleep for a while, and so when I decided to lease, and I put together a very, simple business plan. Um, I even still, I had in my head that other opportunity was like, okay, I'm gonna lease, but I'm just gonna lease until I go to this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you know, I don't know. I got into this lease, and some YouTubers and others on social media, they do a very good job in making trucking, leasing, and all this seem so much more complicated than what it really is. And the reality is, it's not. For those who are of a higher level of intellect, for those um, that have business savvy, for those that are just built for this life, it's not very hard as far as like the thinking of it. You know what I mean? Um, it's just not. But there are some up here who just kind of take advantage of the ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I mean, I think ignorance really just means not knowing. So I don't say that disrespectfully, but there is a lot of ignorant people on YouTube and on social media that just don't know nothing. So people can easily come on this platform and make something just seem so much more than what it really is. And really, trucking is all X's and O's and simple math. You know what I mean? That's all trucking is. It's simple math, X's and O's. It's not calculus. It's not algebra. It's not geometry. It's simple. It's very simple. You know what I mean? But anyways, when I started that lease at VL, when I started this lease, I was just reminded that, like, hey man, like, you can do this. You're capable of so much more than what you realize. And I had to pull myself out of this funk that I had been in for years. Talking down on myself and downing myself and lifting others. I've come up here on this platform and I've spoke so much more highly of other people than myself. At one point in time, I would dare say that I probably loved and appreciated other people, more than myself. And when you put yourself in that place, it's just bad, man. It really is, because it's just with the wrong people. What happens is you can be taken advantage of. And it's a hard pill. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a very hard pill to swallow, because you would like to think that people. You like to think that people always will treat you right, but the reality is, man, this business, man, people need you, and people sometimes will do whatever it takes to keep you. And I say all that just to say that, yes, I had intentions to quit VL Trucking. I had every intention to leave this company. And I said it before, by the grace of God, man, I had my epiphany, and I actually am just looking forward to growing my business, not anyone else's. And I say that respectfully, and I say that with no hate in my heart, but the time of me putting other people on pedestals and not looking at myself in that same way, it's over. Can't do that anymore. The time of not believing in myself, yet trusting in other people to deliver for me when they have their own families to take care of, it's over for me, man. I can't do it. And sometimes it's almost hard to watch some of my older videos because I sit back and I'm like, damn, bro, I was all on this dude nuts. I was on this guy nuts. I was on this guy nuts. I was like the YTTA cheerleader. Like, honestly, man, I was literally the YTTA cheerleader. I had been up here for like 2-3 years just hyping up other men. And no more. No more, man. Damn near every relationship that I have made off of YouTube has gone to shit for different reasons. And again, man, I have no hate in my heart. I don't feel no type of way, but it's just it is interesting because it's just like, wow, you think people you because you know what you would do for people, you know what I mean, and you know what you've done for people. You know how you've defended people behind their backs, and you would like to think that they would do the same for you. And I just have learned that nah, it's not always like that. Sometimes you just gotta realize that people aren't always like, it's a saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And I think that's what I have been fighting against for at least the last 5 or 6 years, man. People have continuously showed me who they are, in dealing with other situations and dealing with other people. And, we always ignore the red flags because we like the person and we love the person. And we just assume that, oh, they would never do that to me. They would never feel that type of way towards me. And then they do some things that, it comes from out of left field, and it's like, damn, I would have never done something like this to you, but here we are, and it just makes me also realize that I'm glad that I started leasing that VL trucking, because I'm in a position where I'm in control of my own destiny. That opportunity that I spoke on, I would have given away a lot of power, and I would have given away really all power and all my leverage to that person, and I really wouldn't have had any say so on just my situation, and at the time, it would have been, at the time it sounded great, and that's what I say about this lease for me. This lease isn't just about money. It's not a money grab. This lease is to put me in a situation for better opportunity. This lease is to put me in a situation for leverage. For those who don't know what leverage means, look up the Google definition. All leverage really is using something to do something better. That's it. And there are going to be things in the next 6 months to a year to further down the line that I wouldn't be able to do if I wouldn't have leased this truck. What that say? It's not the job's responsibility to get a pay raise. It's your responsibility to get a pay raise. Keep the videos coming. I appreciate that, Smokehouse. And so that's why, I'm just glad that I am where I am, and I made the decision to be my own man and to do my own thing. And yeah, man, that's just kind of what I really want to say. You know, I just, I'm so glad that I didn't go forward with that other opportunity, because I don't think I ever would have forgiven myself, because that I would have locked myself into that situation and I would have been stuck, you know, because that situation required a great deal of money up front, you know. Without giving away too much detail, that situation would have required me to invest a great deal of money into someone else's business, um, to lease a truck, um, and I would have went and drove that truck and would have been paid a certain percentage of the gross, as well as I would have gotten paid a percentage of the investment that I put into it. You know what I mean? And it was a great deal of money. It really was. It wasn't no chump change. I probably would have made $8,000 to $10,000 a month. But it was just some things. Again, if you look, just looking at shit from the money aspect, the money is cool. Money is cool, but what about, you know, how much say so do I have? You know what I mean? How much power will I have? You know, if something, if an argument is had, or something happens, and you know, who makes the decision? What do you want? No. Who makes the decision? You know what I mean? Absolute power corrupts absolute. Man, Texas made. I can't even begin to put into words how accurate that is. You know, because it hurts, because you know, you just. It hurts because I don't even know how to put it into words, man. Like it's you just think you know. You know what I mean? When you go into situations, and you're in situations and relationships with people, and I guess I don't know, maybe people get used to you being a certain way, and just used to you always agreeing, or just being like a yes man or whatever, and to the point where when you disagree, it becomes an issue, and I don't understand that, man. I have a hard time. Do what is best for you, bro. I'm rooting for you. Just keep grinding. Make sure you plan for those speed bumps. I appreciate that, Rocky. You need to read The Art of War, man. Sounds like you're stuck in too many. No, Texas mate. I'm good. Please understand that I'm good. You know, please understand that I'm very sure of what I'm doing. I'm very sure on what my next couple of moves are gonna be. I'm very sure of where I want to be. All I'm talking about up here is some things that have transpired, but I'm already past it. You know, but you know, I just wanna share a testimony with people that, you know, you gotta go with your gut. You do. You have to go with your gut. You gotta. Don't ever get up in a situation. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you have to wake up every morning and second guess. Like, is this really what I want to do? Is this really the best situation for me to be in? You know what I mean? And the opportunity that I spoke on, every time I thought about it, man, you know, anytime you're in a situation where, you know, you have to, like, Let me ask y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about it. Fuck it. We here now. Woo! I should have mixed this. I should have just drunk this straight. I got me some Don Julio, a little bit of a celebration. First night in the new spot. Don't sit down, man. I drop kick you. But so let's go. We here. Let me ask y'all. We got 85 people. Matter of fact, wow, I got 84 people in here. Here's what we need. We need 40 likes. We need 40 likes. That's what we need. I'm gonna take a shot at this Don Julio. I need 40 likes. Let's go. I need half the people in here to hit the like button. If Chase and Andrew Jackson can come up here on his stories and feeds and drink Hypnotic, I can drink Don Julio. Jack Daniels. Okay. We at 32. I need 8 more. Let's go. Let's get it. And we're going to get to it. Let's get to it. And I want to get you guys professional opinions on some things. And I just want to know if I'm tripping. You know, I'm not going to go too into detail about the situation, but I'm going to give general shit, and we're going to see if I was wrong. It's okay, Texas man. I'm a generalize it for you. I'm going to generalize it. One more like, let's go. 40 likes, there we go. Ooh, that was quick. Y'all ain't quick. 94 people in here, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so here we go. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you guys something, right? No, I didn't get fired. Far from it. Somebody comes to you with an opportunity. Somebody comes to you with an opportunity to go into business together, right? To be business partners, right? And the opportunity is this: person A and person B. Person B, person A. I deleted everybody off of Facebook. Don't take it personal. Sometimes you have to separate different parts of your life, and I deleted a bunch of all truckers off of my Facebook to separate that personal life with this. You can definitely follow me on Instagram though. I'll definitely allow you to follow me up there, but I don't interact with a lot of truckers on my Facebook. It's just for my own mental health. Sometimes you just gotta keep it separate. So please don't take it personal. Person A goes to person B and says, "Hey man, let's be business partners. Let's go in business together." Here's the situation. I have a business. My business is already established. You, not so much. Person B, not so much. Person B is trying to get established. Person B has goals. And person B just kind of been up and down and really don't have any leverage, anything. You know, just person B life is a mess. Person B, or person A, says to person B, "Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a truck, but I want you to invest into the truck. So here's how it works. You give me $10,000, and you start driving the truck. Right? So you give me, person B you're supposed to give person A $10,000, right? With that $10,000, person A is gonna go to whatever company, leasing company, and lease a brand new truck. Right? Lease a brand new truck. Now, granted, when person B looks up this leasing company that person A is talking about going to leasing through, person B finds out that it's only $5,000 down on this lease for a brand new truck. But person A tells person B that the $10,000, the extra for an investment. So what will happen is person B will come and work for person A, and what will happen is whatever the truck grosses, person B will get 35%. The person B will make 35% of the gross, as well as 6% on the back end. 6% on the back end for the investment. Now, the kicker is that person B's name will not go on any paperwork. Won't go on any paperwork. Any paperwork. Now, the good side of this, the good side of this is that person B, as the truck driver, you don't have to worry about maintenance. You don't have to worry about truck payments. Nothing. You can go home whenever you want. Whatever. All right. And after a year, you will elevate within the company to be home every day. On the office side of the company. The reason why person B wouldn't be making more money is because the money is supposed to be getting invested back into the business so that the business can grow, so that person A and person B can both go home and be home every day on the office side of the company. On the office side of the company, right? Okay, cool. So basically, invest $10,000 into person A's company and become a driver for now, and have a guaranteed office position later on. Okay, cool. Now the kicker is this. Person B finds another opportunity with a company by the name of VL Trucking. And person B realizes that, man, I can make okay money over here at VL Trucking. So person B comes back to person A and say, hey, person A, check this out. I still want the business to grow, still in it for the long term, but how about this? Because one of the main things that can derail a business, especially when you trying to go in business with other people, is greed. So person B believes that if I keep my money separate, right? If I allow VL Trucking as either as a company driver or a lease driver, because person A didn't want person B to lease at VL, but it's cool. But person B decided on his own to lease. But his reason for leasing was because he needed to make more money to pull himself out of his own personal situation back home. Had nothing to do with the business, nothing like that. It was for his own personal use. Cool. But his thing is, hey, I like the money that I'm making, right? If I like the money that I'm making here at VL Trucking, let me just stay here. Because then, as person B, you don't have to worry about greed setting in. You don't have to worry about asking for more money. You can just stay over here. And here's the kicker. As person B, you would still invest the money into the company. Here, take the $10,000 and just pay me as an investor, right? Just pay me as an investor. You know, I don't have to come drive the truck, but I will still invest. I'll take the 6%. You know, it'll take, a year to make that back over the course of 4 years, how long the truck moves. Cool. Oh, here's the other thing. If the truck doesn't move, you don't make any money as an investor or as a driver. You know what I mean? Or, so if you're driving the truck, of course, if the truck don't move, you don't make money. But even as an investor, if the truck don't move, you don't make money. Cool. Cool. All this is cool, right? So person B is like, let me stay over here, make this good money that I'm making over here. And you take my $10,000 that I'll still give you because I trust you and I believe in you. Let me put this money over here, give it to you, and we just keep it like that. So I'm making my money over here. The $10,000 is over there. Invested, your business still going, cool. Person A says no. Person A says no. Person A says, if you won't come drive the truck, then we don't want you to come over here. We don't want your money, nothing. We don't want anything to do with it. It's either this way or no way. So what person B realizes, like, well, dang, man, like, I thought we were partners. I thought this was an equal situation. So, I understand that you have the established business, but based off of what you are selling me, I should have more of a bargaining, more, like it should be some type of play. Like, we can't come to no, we ain't gonna budge at all. Nah, this is what it is. Either you like it like this or no deal. And I think at that point, person B just started to realize that, damn, man, business ain't always about money, man. It's about power. It's about opportunity. It's about leverage. And person B started to feel like just trading in one master for another. And so what person B said was, okay, fine. You funny, Dre. Person B says, you know what? How about this? I'm starting to find my way, and I got something good going here where I'm at. Let's just wait. Let's just wait a year. Let me stay here for a year, because person B's biggest issue wasn't money, it was consistency. And person B finally found an opportunity in VL Trucking that he honestly and truly feels that he can be there for a while. To person B, consistency and stability is way more important than any dollar amount right now at this point in his life. And person B has a hard time understanding how person A doesn't understand that. You know? And unfortunately, there was no middle ground to be found in this situation. And you know, that opportunity now no longer exists. And honestly, person B doesn't feel bad about it because he realizes that it's again, I keep saying it, leverage, opportunity, power. It can't put a price tag on it. You cannot put a price tag on it. And one thing that we all have learned from YouTube is that if you give the wrong person power over you, if you give the wrong person leverage over you, if you give the wrong person an opportunity to be in your, it can go bad. Just go look at YouTube. It's full of relationships and friendships and situationships that have fallen apart on and off camera. And now cats haven't spoken in years. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You know? So moral of the story is, yes, I was going to come to VL Trucking because I had an opportunity that was offered to me that at the time seemed like a great opportunity. It seemed like an opportunity that I can invest in and grow with. But when as my leverage changed and I started to see some things for what they really was and realized that I would have just been a glorified worker, I wouldn't have been no business partner, because I've done tons and tons and tons and tons of research. I've reached out to multiple business. I've talked to CEOs, I've talked to CFOs, I've talked to operations managers, but for big and small companies. And I've talked to a bunch of people about this because I really wanted to know that I wasn't just having an emotional reaction to this. And I wanted to really know that I wasn't tripping. You know what I mean? Because a part of me felt like, and I know that the person felt like, well, he's starting to make money now, so now he letting money change him. And I honestly, I really had to evaluate myself to really ask myself, like, yo, am I really bugging? Is this really me ruining something? And I just no. This was not, for once, it's not me. Sometimes we have to realize that it's not us. Sometimes it is them. For those who are talking about me bouncing around, I really need you to watch the replay because you have no idea. You're missing what this is actually about. I'm not going anywhere. If anything, it's the complete opposite. I'm very much grounded, and I'm very much going to be here at VL Trucking for a while. And I know I've said that before, and that there's nothing that I can come up here and say to convince you guys. But if I'm being honest, I'm not in the game of trying to convince anything to anybody anymore. I'm just not, you know what I mean? My circle believes in me. My team, my team is behind me. I'm building my own team. And as long as they believe in me and I believe in myself, I don't need anybody else's validation. Which is another reason why I feel like that opportunity that I spoke on wasn't a good opportunity for me, because just what this son stop down in J and let them vent. good move, and thanks for sharing the story. But no doubt, appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody who donated on this live feed. You know, I just, $10,000 down to be a truck driver and make 35% gross along top of 6%. So yeah, 41%. That's good. I mean, that's okay money. You know what I mean? I think that's okay money. And the promises of growing with the company and all that sounds great. But I think the most important thing for me was that it wasn't mine. I think that was the big issue for me. And that's not to, am I saying that I think that the person was trying to take advantage of me? No. I just don't think that I would have ever fully been able to give that situation 110% because I just want to do my own thing. And even if my company doesn't grow as big as potentially that company may, and again, I wish nothing but love and support that way. You know what I mean? Even though some fuck shit has been done behind closed doors, it's still nothing but love and energy that direction. Because the gems, the knowledge, the experience, the everything that has come from that will mold me and will it's been pivotal to my development. So I couldn't hate that even if I wanted to. You know what I mean? But I just don't feel like that would have been the best situation for me, man. I just don't. I honestly can say that with no ill will, with no, am I gonna throw subliminals? Am I gonna? Of course, that's just who I am. If you don't know that, it is what it is. But there is no. I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't wish bad on anybody, man. I just, what I mean? When you're really, look where I'm sitting, man. What I mean? Look at these cabinets. These should look nice as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this nice apartment. You know what I'm saying? Ceiling fans in every room. My son got his own room. My baby that's on the way already got his own room. We got our own room. It's carpet from wall to wall. We on the top floor. We got a patio. Like we got, you know what I mean? Like we done moved away from friends and family. We across the bridge. On the other side, we in the nicer neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we in the neighborhood where if I need to walk to the car at 3 in the morning, I ain't got to take the strap with me if I don't, you know what I mean? Like, when you really are doing good in life, man, you just don't have time and energy to put no negativity out there. So believe me when I say I got nothing but love for everybody, man, for real, because I'm doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just blessed, man. Honestly, I'm so freaking blessed, y'all. I can't even begin to put it into words. And we just getting started. That's the beauty of it, man. We just getting started. Like, I have done more in the last 3 months. Me and my wife was talking the other day. We've done more in the last 3 months than probably we have the last 3 years. Just because we just, you know what I mean? I can't even put it into words, man. I can't even put it into words, man. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing feeling like this. I wish this for everybody. And I honestly feel that I would not have been able to feel this way underneath anyone's umbrella besides my own. Honestly. And I mean that with the most respect and love that I can say it. I don't believe that I was created and put on this earth to be a worker. I just do not believe. I believe that I am supposed to be in control of my situation as much as possible. I believe that I have to be challenged consistently to keep me sane. Because if I get bored from just letting someone else take charge, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You feel me? You still in the 757? To be honest with you, I don't even know if this is considered the 757 anymore. It's not. My wife said it's not. So we finally have moved out of the 757. We have lived, with the exception of when I stayed in Baltimore as a kid, which I can't even remember half of that. And I think my wife stayed in New York as a kid. She don't remember that shit. And I lived in Atlanta for 2 months in 2015 with my aunt. Besides that, I have always had an address in the 757. And here I am at 29, almost about to be 30 in February, and we have finally moved out of the 757. And it is a blessing, man. It's a blessing. We breaking through barriers, and we breaking out of comfort zones that we didn't think we would break out until we was like 35, 40. For real. You know what I mean? Just personally, mentally, spiritually. It's a blessing, man. That's all I can keep saying. It really is, man. Please don't mistake me with this Don Julio. They say that when you drink by yourself, you're depressed. Please, no, I'm not. I just don't got nobody to drink with. But this is a celebration. Believe that. When I first came to you guys on YouTube, I came to you staying with my in-laws. Now, for the first time in a long time, because even when I had them houses, my mother-in-law was staying with us, which we weren't mad at, but she was staying with us. We are on our own now. And it's great, man. It's truly great. I got a car that I paid $4,600 for, and I bought it like, what? How long we had the car now? A month?
Yeah.
Month and a half? We had that car a month and a half now, and guess what I haven't done? I ain't put no tint on it. I ain't put no system in it. I ain't put no rims on it. None of that shit. You know why? Because sometimes you gotta grow up. You gotta leave childish things behind. And for me, it's not childish having the rims. It's childish getting the rims before I have the money to get them. You know what I'm saying? Like renting rims and all that shit. But we doing good. Like right now, even if if I got fired tomorrow, we probably could go like at least 3 months and be good without me having to work. That's a blessing, man. You understand me? That's a different type of flex. I don't gotta come up here with no chains and Jordans and you know what I'm saying, like taking 1,000 different pictures of my truck and look at my title. I don't gotta do that shit. I know where my blessings at. And I don't gotta prove it to nobody because I feel that shit internal happiness. Oh my God, man, you can't put a price tag on it. See, everybody else, they be so caught up in that external happiness. They got to show you. You know what I mean? They believe if don't nobody see them being happy, they don't really think it's real. Nah, I ain't about that shit. I used to be. 100% I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's amazing, man. Let me read some of these and go through.
Take that stuff in your room.
You know what I mean? So I'm blessed, man. And as far as since I'm here, the 96 people, let me say this. I was gonna make it a separate video. But I got an audience, so let's just talk about it. Yes, I saw HT Logistics video. Yes, I saw it. I saw the video and I saw the live feed he did after. Listen, man. Listen. He's right. He's right. You know, one of the harder lessons that I've had to learn on YouTube is that everyone's delivery isn't always going to be, thank you, Hawkeye Football, I appreciate that. Everyone's delivery and the way that they say something to you isn't always going to be super friendly and nice. It's just not. As well as sometimes the older generation, I try to look at people's intentions. And I honestly believe people like HT Logistics. I think that people like Call Me Cooley. I think that people like be smooth, I think that they mean well when they criticize people for having very expensive leases. I truly do. I think that people like Chase and Andrew Jackson just like to talk shit to big themselves up. And 9 times out of 10, people like that in real life are fucking losers. Just my opinion. How do I know? Because once upon a time, when I used to come up here and I used to trash local drivers and then turn around and trash OTR drivers and then turn around and just trash who I've controlled, my life was a fucking mess. And I was miserable and I was a loser. And I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I know from experience, anybody who continuously, it's one thing to address someone in response, or it's one thing to say something every once in a while, but when you are just become known for like a basher of this type of person or these people, like you got something internally in real life, you got something going on. And I can tell you that from experience. You know, when I was up here, again, like I say, I call company drivers slaves. You know what I mean? Like I have said some things that I regret on this internet. And in real life, you can ask my wife. I was going through it mentally, physically, and so Chase and Andrew, I pray for you, bro. I pray for you, bro, because I do think that you got something going on with you. I don't know what it is, and I hope you get it figured out, bro. But what you be doing, bro, it ain't necessary, man. It's not. You know what I mean? It's just not. You know what I mean? It's life too short. Life too short, bro. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I saw HT Logistics video, and I agree with him, man. Without giving out too much information, I'll tell you guys this. My business is gonna be just fine. My business is gonna be just fine. Me and my homeboy Wayne, my day one, shout out to Wayne, a real one. One of the things we talk about a lot now is that the blessing in having options. It ain't nothing better in this world than having options. You know what I mean? You think about it, when you buy a car, do you really want a base model car with no sunroof, no leather seats? You just want a car, or do you want a car with options? A remoteless starter, lane detector. You want your seat to warm your nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Or screen, you know what I'm saying? Hook it to your phone. You want options. You want options. And as far as my business, I appreciate that $10. Who was that? Nardo, I appreciate that. I am truly, my business is gonna be good because I have options. Just to share a couple options with you guys. I'll share 2 with you. I'll share 2. Yeah, that's all he was saying. HT was only talking to people who are wet behind the ears, which we all really are. Shut up, Black Ghost, I see you. Wet behind the ears, and they hear about these leases, and they hear that you can make a lot of money. And he was just trying to educate them, which is funny because the video I uploaded this morning kind of was saying the same thing, and I recorded that last night. So it was kind of convenient that he made that, and I had the video already in the chamber, but whatever. But he don't want to see nobody out here doing bad, man. That's it. All criticism ain't gonna be the friendly criticism. It's just not. And let me tell you something. As a young African American male, and I'm not trying to make this a race thing. I'm just speaking to my people. Shout out to my white crowd, my Latinos, people from all different walks of life. But as far as my African Americans, man, one thing I will say is that where I'm from, it's hard to get an elder to give you any game. It's hard, man. It's hard. and the 757 to find an OG that's just willing to sit down and just talk to you and just give you gym after gym after gym and advice after advice. It's hard. And you got a lot of OGs on this platform that's doing that. And I don't know, maybe people just aren't used to that. They aren't used to that type of criticism. They aren't used to the OGs reaching back. But I accept it, man. I might not always agree with every single word, but best believe I'm listening. I'm listening, man. Ears wide open. For real. You know what I mean? So I would just say when people give advice, try not to get so offended quickly. Try not to get so offended quickly. These guys are coming from the standpoint of they have their authorities. And that's the creme de la creme. You know what I mean? And so they want to see people get their authorities. They want to see people do good. Granted, everything ain't for everybody, yes. But I can't get mad at a person for wanting me to do better. I can't get mad at that. It ain't no different than me when I be trying to tell my friends and family to get their CDL and start working at the damn shipyard. Some people gonna reject it, some people want to accept it. And that's it. That's all. So, when people speak down on VL lease or speak down on leasing in general, but they have good intentions, it's cool. I'm cool with that. But like I say, when people like Chase and Andrew Jackson, man, when you really just trying to be disrespectful to someone's situation, or judge someone, I can't rock with that, man. And I hope you get the help that you need, so that you can be a better person on and off this internet, for real. But anyways, with that being said, I got two like. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Could I pay this truck off? Yes. Have I thought about going and spending $15,000 to $7,000 on an aftermarket lease at Truck Country, and getting it inspected and getting a warranty, because I have a warranty on the transmission and the rear axles up to 750,000 miles. I thought about doing that, and just paying the truck off, and you know what I mean. Thought about stacking my bread. As long as you're elevating into the next level in your life, you'll win. Appreciate it, Asian Ma. Have I thought about that? Yeah. But at the same time, have I also thought about stacking my bread? I have a business account with Bank of America. I'm going and opening one with Navy Federal. Call Me Cooley actually gave me this gem on the low. Shout out to him. And he pretty much confirmed what my homeboy Wayne had been telling me, but start putting money into a business account savings at Navy Federal, from now until maybe like spring, and maybe like April, May, June. Going Navy Federal with $30,000 in that account and be like, hey, look, double that for me right quick. And if they double that, take $20,000 to $30,000 and go buy a truck cash. I thought about that. I thought about just rocking out all this year until about February, March, waiting until about springtime, after the winter hits, and then going to put a down payment at Lone Mountain or straight from a dealership. I've thought about that. Again, I have options, man, and that's the beauty of it. Whether I want to pay this truck off, whether I want to just use this truck to make a down payment on another truck, whether I want to use this truck to pay cash for another truck. It's just a beautiful thing to have options. It really is, man. As far as the $5,000 to walk away, the way I look at that, man, is I think I've established a good enough relationship with VL Trucking where they'll break that up in installments for me. So I mean, or if I'm being real honest, I just don't think that 5,000 compared to what I would have been making anyways. Like, when I look at what I could make monthly as a company driver versus what I can make monthly as a lease driver, the difference in pay after about like 2 or 3 months, it makes up for the 5,000 that I'll have to pay when I walk away from this lease. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's business, man. How much are you willing to put up to get where you want to be? And when you started from scratch, like a lot of us are, Sometimes you're gonna have to make some bad business deals, and sometimes you just gotta make bad business deals work. Sometimes somebody told me sometimes the difference between the life-changing business deal and where you are is a bad business deal. Sometimes you gotta go through the shit to get to the what's the saying? You gotta go through the shit to get to the whatever that saying is. You gotta go through the mud to get to the diamonds. I don't know. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you gotta drink the absolute before you get to the Don Julio. That's just how I'm looking at it, man. But it's all about perception. You know, it's all not perception, excuse me. It's all about perspective. My perspective is 5 months ago, I was nowhere near where I am today. Nowhere near. You know what I mean? I was pulling out of the port making fucking $1,000 a week, if that. And it just the money I'm making now, the power that I have, the power, the leverage that I have now, I just, you know what I mean? It's worth it to me. It is. You know what I mean? It's 100% worth it to me to be able to move the way that I'm moving now. And like I always say, man, it's levels to this shit, man. I say it all the time. There's levels to this trucking shit, baby. You understand? And if you understand where your level is, you understand how to perfect your level, you will easily transition to the next. And the next, and the next, and the next. It's simple. You know what I mean? Others have taken shorter paths to where they want to be. My path just may be a little longer, maybe a little bit more steps on my staircase. You know what I mean? But that's what I got, man. I didn't mean to come up here for a long period of time, but I'm about to go run down and say what's up to my family. And yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I'm blessed. My family's blessed. You know, I've recorded this on my new phone. This my I actually got 2 new phones now. Go through the shit to get to the booty. Shut up, Dre. This is my old phone, my old Verizon phone right here. That was abruptly cut off on me while I was driving. So it's all good. It's all love, man. I got nothing but love in my heart, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like honestly, no one could ever hate me as much as I love them. And that's just how I honestly feel, man. That's not the liquor talking. That's nothing. Like, I'm in a good space. I'm in a great space. And I'm not just saying that to show off or nothing. Because mind you, I've come up here this whole hour and almost 10 minutes. I've never talked about money. I've never talked about how much I made, how much, nothing. Because it's not about that. It's not about that. That's why I said in my video I uploaded this morning, if you leasing to make more money and that's it, you may want to reconsider what you leasing for, man, because there's so much more to it than that. You can come out here and make $2,000 a week as a company driver at VL or other companies. You know what I mean? So just do your research, understand what you're trying to do, understand the opportunity that's out here, and get you some leverage to make some better moves, man. That's all we all trying to do. Is to do better things. So, but as always, man, y'all know what it is. Stay safe, stay positive. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. I'm gonna be over here doing my own thing in my own lane. God, family trucking, man. I'm gone. I'll see y'all later.